Parents are feeling very divided about this Pride assembly that's happening today. Some parents believe that Pride and LGBTQ plus topics should not be taught in schools, while parents focus on leave our kids alone.
Here's Powell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, PA, for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got MP. He's out there with Brandon Pajemski, and it's Coles in at the 3 spot.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished. And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And here's Collins for 3. And again, the Lakers, no good. The Warriors lead by 22. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
This has been just a...
Boycott the devil, I don't need a gun. Jesus coming, you gon' see that he don't rock with demon. I don't need a gun. Jesus coming back for blood and I don't need to run. I'm storing up my treasures, you can have your demon fun. You think you a god, but you will never be the one. After Jesus hit you with the double-edged, the deed is done. You will never have the rainbow, that's God's promise. This time he gon' hit y'all with volcanoes. You celebrating sin, but in the end it won't be bueno. And famine and men don't make it because...
Dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all. And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And here's Doncic outside. Again, Doncic missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy. MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. MP's gone a perfect 6 for 6 shooting. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone with...
Here's Glover. No scoring in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a... Doncic against MP. And it's Powell with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Searching for their first points of the game. And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Brandon Pajemski.
Come fly with me, let's fly.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. He's out there with Pajemski. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. So Clark, as the season is drawing to a close, younger players might be feeling the mental fatigue of the totality of the season right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. And that's where team leadership comes into play. Your veteran players, not only in words, but an example, can help young players properly approach this segment of the season. What they do and how they say what they say is really important for the older, more experienced guys to help the younger players.
There's not another, we're only 2 dudes. Pick a side, right or wrong. There's only 2 to choose.
Los Angeles now. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for them. Legs now in the final stages of this regular season. These two teams both highly motivated.
Well, BA play.
Oh my goodness!
Wow! Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Doncic. No points yet. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Great report there, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, BA, there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet... And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up to Los Angeles. Looking for the first basket of the game. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Chet Holmgren. And V out there with Pajemski. And it's Coles in at the three. And a big game here for both teams, Clark, as they jockey for playoff position.
Well, we know playoff seeding can make a huge difference in how you advance or not in the playoffs, and being in a position to secure home court is certainly something you'd like to have. So I wouldn't be surprised to see these teams treat this just like a playoff game.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not.
Sometimes I scream over your voice, God, but I want to know if you're still with me. Real talk, I'm a basket case with its own hand on the grab and a man at a crate that is packed to the brain too fast, but it cracks in the base. I was never meant to handle what is sundown, yeah, and I struggle abundantly now, but forgive me.
Now Doncic. We saw him with 39 points last game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
On the floor for the Warriors. MP is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Holmgren, and it's Coles in at the three. Austin with a bucket.
Oh, flawless start for him here in the first quarter.
So it's Los Angeles now. Still without a basket in the game. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Good stuff, Allie. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
All down. Checked in for the Lakers. Branham comes in for Powell.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. To the paint to halt the run.
word back. I'm fully loaded, my heart steady. I know the mission, I'm ready. Stand by with a minute.
I'm really dead. I think they mad because they want to understand it. I see it, I want to go get it, that girl, but I got it.
They try to come after my family. I would not believe in the lie, so I bring out the word when the devil is crafty.
Here's Doncic. Still scoreless. Setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Walker.
And the winner is Black Boy Mac.
There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. And so in the...
Power is home! Oh, wow! Tell you what, MP's game makes you excited about the future of this league.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Out to the right wing. Pass to Buffkin. Now Walker. Here's Black. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
So it's Los Angeles now, looking for their first basket of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own buildings. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do, much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Shooting for Golden State, Walker at the line for one.
Here's Alexander Walker, right now averaging 5.5 a game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question, way too many empty possessions for them.
The Lakers with another miss. Pass to Black for three. And Walker with the three. Walker's got 6.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Brandon misses. And so it's the Golden State Warriors showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be...
And the winner is...
Now Alexander Walker. So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Walker out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's MP. Then it's Anthony Black. And it's Buffkin in at the shooting guard.
also on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. We've got Jarris Walker. He's out there with Anthony Black. MP out there with Gobert. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard. Now here's Kuzma. Some say, Clark, the game is lost. It's